Hello. I know I was out of picture. Sorry, but I had to grab some stuff. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Stephanie. I am obviously making some breakfast because it's morning time, and I wanted to share with you what I'm doing for our breakfast. Me, the kids. So today we do not have a field trip, so we're not leaving the house today. Basically, we're going to be starting homeschool probably right after they eat this breakfast. And I wanted to talk about some of the ways that I kind of just revamp our breakfasts, whether it's in the house, like we're eating here, or packing our breakfasts to leave. I always want to make sure that we all have a good amount or a good source of. Geez, everything's going off.
This is a reminder. Drink water.
Drink water.
Just let
I
me
will
know
drink
if this
water.
is done.
A good source of protein. I needed to get my sentence out, but of course my Alexa and reminder
This
on
is
my
a
phone had to
reminder.
go off.
Drink water.
There we go. Shut that off. Anyways, trying to get my thoughts back together now that I was interrupted. Hi, Nicole. Good morning. How are you? I am live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram this morning because I had the time to actually set up my software here. So if you are watching on Facebook, I will see your comments later on because unfortunately, this only lets me see YouTube comments, I think. Let's see. Actually, I might be able to see it live because it's showing up. So we shall see. We shall see. But if I don't see your comment and you did comment during the live, I will, respond to it after the live because, I can only do what I can do. But Instagram, I always see. Um, anyways, so I am making pancakes for the kids this morning. That's what they requested. I always ask them what they want. Sometimes I regret asking them because they are like, I don't know, or take forever, or they all pick something different. So, like, I gave them the options of pancakes, waffles, or French toast this morning. I try to not give them too many options because forget it. Sometimes I give them the menu. I have a menu that I've made for the kids, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? Let's just choose 2 or 3 things to choose from and keep it simple. So that's what I gave them as options. And then usually they take a vote, and whoever's the top vote. So there's 3 of them. So 2 out of 3, whatever is the best. So they outvoted Kiki, and the boys picked pancakes. She said waffles, which I could technically take this batter and just throw it in the waffle maker. I just don't feel like taking the extra steps to do so. So, anyways, so I have my pancake mix. It's a normal complete pancake mix. But instead of just adding water, which you can do and it'll be all set to go, I like to add some protein. Because the box itself, let's see, the box itself says that it has 4 grams for half a cup of the mix. So I want a little more for my kids. And obviously for me, it's a lot of more. So I usually grab some vanilla protein and add just 1 scoop to our pancake mix here. I already put some sourdough discard in here, so to get some of that benefits from it. And I'm going to add an egg. Again, it says complete, but I want more protein. And I've been doing this for a while now, and my son tells me they are the best pancakes. So if he's saying they're the best pancakes and they're getting in extra protein without even knowing it, then I'm winning. As a mom, I am winning. But let's say I didn't do this, say I was in a rush, whatever, to get out the door. Like yesterday, what did I pack? Let me think, what did I pack? I packed their yogurt. They get the Danimals yogurt, the drinkable yogurt. They get usually at least a fruit, if not a fruit and veggie. They had strawberries. Um, and then they had a boiled egg and a few slices of deli meat. So that was their protein. So if I had, because sometimes I'll take like muffins, protein muffins or whatever. If I had something like that, sometimes I'll still just do the egg or the deli meat. My kids like deli meat. They call it all. I've mentioned this before, but they call all deli meat ham, whether it's turkey, chicken, whatever. And so we kind of just do like a nice little smorgasbord of, our carbs, our protein, our fats, and such, and fruits and veggies. So with this, they'll probably have their favorite fruit is strawberries. Strawberries and apples, I would say, is like the top contenders for them. So they'll probably have strawberries with their pancakes. Trying to get them into bananas, but they really have not been into bananas much. So maybe I'll just sneak it in. I'm going to sneak it in. Let's see how it goes. As a mom, you just got to experiment with your kids sometimes. It may not always go the way you plan it, but at least you tried. And that's the best thing you can do is try. It's better to try and then not try. But yeah, I think I'm going to give them slices of strawberries and bananas with the pancakes. I mean, for me, in my opinion, I would love strawberries and bananas with my pancakes. I mean, I think that's the best fruits to put on pancakes. I guess you could put other fruits like blueberries. What else goes good on pancakes? That's a fruit. I guess you could put anything really, but as far as taste goes, I think strawberries and bananas are probably the best to go on pancakes. But I mean, if you want to try something else, knock yourself out. I know my kids won't have any other fruit on their pancakes. Like now, if I'm cooking, let's say for example, caramelizing, cinnamonizing, whatever it's called, apples on a skillet, and then I like mix that into the batter of the pancake. That would be amazing, like a cinnamon apple pancake, and maybe peaches. Maybe if you do it right, and like I said, blueberries. That's not foreign, but I don't think I would ever do like oranges or raspberries in pancakes. I don't know. I guess it's just dependent on the person's taste. So anyways, let's continue. Those were just food for thought. All right. So I just added an egg, and I can't remember for the top of my head how much protein is in an egg. I want to say 5. Let's just say 5, but it's somewhere around that ballpark. So just added another 5. This has 22. So that's 27. And I'm going to add some yogurt. And this has 18 for 3/4 cups, which I'm not putting 3/4 cups, but I could probably put 1/4 because this is getting pretty full. So 1/4 means 1/3 of the protein, which would be 6. So where was I? 27, 6, 30. Well, I got a math now. 33. 33 plus I put about, I want to say a little over a cup of this. 33, let's say 4, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12 plus 33 is 45. 45 grams of protein, and then we just got to divide it by each pancake that they'll have. So if it was just the mix, then they probably would have got 1 or 2 grams per pancake. Now they're probably going to get more closer to 7 to 8 grams per pancake. We'll see. I can't math right now. I did enough math just getting all of them together. We're at 45. Now let's just see how many pancakes I get out of this. I think usually when I make these, I get around 4 or 5 pancakes. So if it's 5 divided by 45 would be 9, right? Yeah, 9. So 9, let's see. It's going to be anywhere from 5 to 9, depending on how many pancakes I get out of this. All right. And now I just need to add a little water because now this thing is thick as heck. Your internet went out. What the heck happened? Like on your phone or in your house? Well, that stinks. I'm just doing some mathing here for protein to see how much we're going to have per pancake because my kids will have 1 pancake, or if it's a really good day, they'll have 2 pancakes. I don't press my luck. So my hopes is they finish the 1 pancake, but it'll be even better if they want more. They're just so, I mean, anybody watching this that has kids, you should know that they are unpredictable a lot of times when it comes to eating and finishing their meals and wanting more. So if there's extras, then I just put it in either a container or a Ziploc bag and stick it in my fridge for tomorrow. We reheat it. I mean, granted, we all love pancakes fresh, but when things like that occur, then just go with the flow. And it's not the worst thing to have a reheated pancake, but it does at least give me a break from having to make something in the morning if it's already done. So it has its pros and cons. All right, I need to add some water to this, and then we'll have a batter going. And then I just got to heat the oven and cook it up. Anyways, let me know what you're having for breakfast, even if you're watching the replay. Put it in the comments. I always like hearing what everyone comes up with in their own kitchen. I don't know what the heck. My computer's all of a sudden saying that it wants to update. Can't update right now. All right. Your house. Oh, is there a storm going on? Why is that happening? Where's my... Oh, it's over here. Gotta get my nice square pan here. It's my new favorite. Got some dried up sourdough on my oven. All right. Let that heat up. All right, so Nicole is having an egg bowl. Nice. Those are always good. I don't know. I've always been a pancake girl. Like, even since I was young, my mom would make the box complete pancakes, and I would always love it as a young girl. Obviously, as I became an adult and became more informed about my nutrition and stuff like that, things changed. But I kind of remember the majority of my childhood for breakfast, we had either the complete box pancakes or cereal or maybe eggs. Like, I think that was pretty much the extent of breakfasts growing up. So now, now that I know what I know and how I can kind of revamp breakfast, I look at ways that I can have, why am I having a thumbs up? I look at ways that I can have, protein in my breakfast. So yeah, there's cereals out there that have nowadays increased protein. I did buy one for my kids. My daughter saw it because it was pink, and it's the strawberry Cheerios. So let me get the box. So see, it's with protein. Um, it's not my favorite thing to consume when it comes to wanting to get the right amount of protein, because it's only 8 grams for 150 calories. If you know how to map out macros, which is something I talk about with my clients and teach in my Sexy Fit Mamas program, you want to get the best bang for your buck when it comes to your protein and calorie ratio. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. Um, but for the kids, first Kiara spotted it because it's pink. But I was like, okay, because it has that extra protein to it. I was like, fine, we'll get it. But I was thinking what I could do with these, because sometimes they're just not, like, they'll eat these like as hands food. I don't know what to call it. They're not really like bowl eaters when it with milk and everything to eat it. So I was thinking of just making like, okay, let's take this, but make it into a protein bar where I add other stuff and make a bar. So that was what my idea of grabbing this. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll make a protein bar, cereal protein bar out of this. So that was the latest buy because of Kiara. M does the cinnamon protein ones. Yeah, I saw the cinnamon ones too. I was kind of trying to convince them because I'm like, oh, cinnamon. I prefer cinnamon over strawberry, but she would not let me leave without that. And it's not cheap. Oh my gosh. Cereal is not cheap nowadays. Oh my goodness. I remember cereal being like the dirt cheap thing that you can buy, like cost effective breakfast, right? No, I think this box was like $8.99 or $7.99. It was ridiculous. So I was like, yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to get it this time, but this is not going to be a reoccurring thing because it's expensive. So I rather have my eggs. I rather have chicken. I rather have yogurt than that. But anyways, so that's what I was thinking with that. That's another thing for breakfast. The heck, that's $4.93 at Walmart. $4.93. I did get it at Walmart, but not for $4.93. Now you're making me think about checking my thing, because there was another one that we got, and it was Chex, but it was strawberry. Maybe that one was a $7.99. But that, regardless, this was still not $4.93. Honestly, at the lowest, I think it would be $5.99 at the lowest. But now I got to check my receipt now that you're saying that. But I know for sure it was not no $4.93. So you got a deal on that. But definitely it was not cheap. So that's why I didn't get the cinnamon too. That's the price. And always on Ibotta. Well, you got a better deal. That's for sure. Way better deal. Because it was not no $4.93. Then maybe I would have got both boxes, but I gotta look and see. And I'll get back to you. But it's anywhere from $5.99 to $7.99. Somewhere around there that I paid for it. All right, let's make this pancake a batter. Because it's thick as heck. See this? It's thick as heck. I need to mix it together so it can be like a pancake batter. So sometimes when I'm making even my own pancakes, like separate, I like to add, I buy like different squashes. I like acorn squash, butternut squash, kabocha squash, buttercup squash, all the squashes, or pumpkin. And I'll put that into my to give it a good flavor, put like cinnamon in it. So I've made those quite a bit along with the protein and stuff, but I just kind of like to add extra stuff, especially if I'm trying to like get some veggies, sneak some veggies in. So my protein muffins that I make, I put like grated zucchini in it and sometimes grated carrots in it, just so the kids can get some extra veggies in along with their protein. And it works out really well. Just kind of like hiding those veggies. My kids do like some veggies, but they're just not big eaters of it. So, and the top ones they like are carrots, broccoli, which is a surprise because broccoli is a distinct smell and taste to it, and they like spinach. Everything else is kind of like you got to try with them. So if I can just get some extra stuff in, then I will. I'll try to do that. All right, this still is not the consistency that I want for a pancake batter. My pan is ready for me already. I can feel it on my backside, the heat. You know what? I'm so tempted right now. I'm gonna look up. I need to find my receipt. That's gonna be the exact price. But oh, you know what it is? What size do you have, Nicole? That's probably what it is. Because this is a big size. This is the family size. It does say $4.93 online, but I know I did not pay that. I know I did not pay that. Granted, I didn't buy that this week, so maybe they went on sale or something. I don't know. You got me thinking, but I know I didn't pay $4.93. Now I'm gonna go search for my receipt, just because I'm not gonna what's it called? I'm not gonna rest until I know. Hey Jesse, how are you? Now I'm thinking maybe it was $5.99. I just know that I didn't pay $4.93. But I need to go look. It's been like that over a month. I need to find my receipt. I need to, because I'm not going to rest until I know exactly what I paid. I know I went maybe 2 weeks ago, because it was after a field trip and I was in the area, so I stopped in with the kids, which is the worst thing to do, mind you, to go shopping with your kids, even if it's groceries, because they just spot things and they want it and they throw it in your carriage, and it's like pulling teeth to be like, no, I'm not buying that. No, I'm not buying it. And I even had to talk with them before we went in. Mommy's just getting these things. Do not ask for anything. Nope. Doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with my batter today, but it's clumpy. I'm trying to get these clumps out, but maybe they'll just fix themselves as they're being heated on the skillet. Because I don't know why this is so bumpy glumpy. Trying to show it on the camera and I'm spilling it out of the bowl. Nicole says they're good as a yogurt topping. I can imagine that. I've never tried it, but I could imagine that being good. All right. I can't do this without chocolate chips because my kids always want chocolate chips in their pancakes. So anyways, that is how we kind of vamp up our breakfasts to be more protein centered. As you can see, it's not just all protein. Obviously, pancake mix is flour, so there's carbs there. You get a little bit of Well, I didn't sneak veggies into this one, but I'll probably throw some on the side on their plate and see if they eat it. And like I said, I'm going to try to sneak some strawberries and bananas because I want them to eat bananas. We buy bananas and then they go brown, and then I have to try to figure out how to use them up. I want to make banana bread every single weekend. You know, a lot of times I'll freeze them for a smoothie, but even still, we're not making smoothies like every day. We do smoothies maybe once a week, if that. So, which we're probably going to do on Friday. That's my goal for our next field trip, is to do smoothies to leave out the door, because I can pack that with a bunch of fruit, a bunch of veggies, and a bunch of protein. All right, so let me know if you do any of these kind of tips to kind of get your macronutrients in for not only yourself, but for your kiddos. I don't even know if this is the best size scoop to do the pancake in, but we're going to try it out. All right, I think, why does this seem like it's too hot, but it's on 2? I think 2 scoops is good, so we'll go with that. And if you haven't tried any of these things, why don't you try it out? Let me know if you do. See, you can still have pancakes and get in the nutrients you need. Of course, you don't have to do pancakes. You could do other things, like Nicole's having an egg bowl, which sounds yummy. And, I mean, there's quiches, little quiche cups. My client right now, she's doing these egg cups. So basically like baking muffins, but instead of muffins, you're putting in eggs with maybe some cheese, maybe some veggies, or some bacon or whatever. And so those are always great to have and to grab and go. I'm actually going to try those in particular for my kids, because I want them to kind of be well-rounded when it comes to picking foods. Yes, it's hard because they're picky in general. That's how children are. But like I said, trying, the more you introduce, the more chances that it will stick and they can develop that habit. Hey, no screaming, baby. All right. So over here we have 4 pancakes, and there's still a ton of batter. So that's going to decrease the ratio of protein per pancake. But even if I do 8, I think, let's say 9, right? So we're going from 5 pancakes to 9 pancakes. That's still going to be 5 per pancake. And that would have been a whole lot different if I didn't add what I did. It would have been maybe, 1 gram protein per pancake. I talk to my kids about, why protein is so important and how, eating their food, because sometimes they give me trouble finishing their food, but how eating their food is going to help them grow and be strong and, help them while they're trying to learn in school. They want to be able to learn without feeling tired or, their stomachs are growling or anything like that. Equipping our body the best way possible. Because I was never really taught any of that when I was young. So for me, I feel that's important. But yeah, they are tough cookies for sure. I packed their breakfast and lunch yesterday when we went on our trip. and they didn't finish their breakfast by the time we got to the place. And then they had their lunches. They didn't finish it either. But on the ride back home, because we left around close to 3, I think. Yeah, it was close to 3 when we left. And they were like, can we have our food? And so they almost finished what they left over for breakfast and what they left over for lunch. So for me, that's a win. It may not have eaten it at the time that I wanted them to. And at first it felt like, oh, this is pointless. I did all this work and, I wanted them to eat all their food that I, delicately picked, but was, good for them to have. And it just ended up working out in the end. So patience. Patience. I say, I don't think, God has tested my patience as much as when I became a mom. So anyways, that's it for today's live. I just wanted to show you what we were doing for breakfast and how you can think of some ideas to kind of add protein or veggies, little things here and there that are great to incorporate into your meals without it being like, crazy thing that you have to do. It's been going well. Like I said, my kids love these pancakes, and now they can have something that, you're not forcing down their throat or anything like that. And like I said, I'm going to put some sliced strawberries and bananas, and maybe, just maybe, I'll throw some carrots on the side. I would like to get them to kind of enjoy more veggies, but that's just something another thing I'm working on. That's how I look at it. We're always constantly working on something, whether it's for ourselves, for our families, our friends, But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for another live. And again, I'm not going to give a definitive time. I'm trying to stick with breakfast, but we might do lunch. We might mix it up each and every day. So we'll see. But thanks for joining me and we're watching the replay. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye. End stream.